My little droid fighter, my little droid fighter, he's going to help with an illegal trade blockade, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Scott, here with the bricks. Now let's go with the review. Today we have Lego System set number 7111-1, which I think in the brick set, that's what you're going to go by, with 62 pieces, released in 1999, Lego Star Wars First Wave Droid Fighter, as seen in Episode 1. And it is dopamine and nostalgia in a box. Like I said, 62 pieces in here for $6 retail during the time. Definitely the set that your parents would buy you when you won't shut the fuck up at the cash register and you want either candy, but this catches your eye. It's $6. They don't mind. And they pick it up for you and you build it in the back of the car. Might lose a piece or two. And it forever stays in your collection, or you might take it apart. That's what this gives me. This is the vibes that I get from this box. I never owned it. I should have for $6. Pretty good, damn good deal. And just looking at it, like I said, it's like nostalgia in a box. It's from, again, 1999, released in May of 1999. So I think this was the summer release of that set, and ended production in 2000 of December. I also love the original Star Wars logo right here, Episode 1. So wholesome. You have the yellow brick faces, no flesh tones here. On the side here, you have its two modes. You got turbo mode, or sport mode, and you have patrol mode. And on the back, you have, I guess, under construction or destroyed, and then you have the alternate build, which is crazy because, you know, this is a wonderful time in LEGO history where they encourage people to do alternate builds. You don't see alternate builds that much anymore on the new LEGO sets, but they really encourage people to just test their imagination because, yeah, it's Star Wars, it's a line, it's a franchise line, and the trademark line, but, you know, it's LEGO. They still want you to build what you can imagine out of what they give you. So even though you have like some brown pieces here, which I love this Trade Federation brown, and some pieces like these printed pieces by the look of it that you can't really do anything else with in other sets, you can still use your imagination and build something out of it. And I think that's really cool and special from LEGO, especially from the 90s. I love the LEGO system when we still called it, you know, LEGO system. Now we just call it LEGO, but still it goes by the system. And the alternate build looks cool. I never did any of the alternate builds. As much as they try to push that on us, I never did them. I did part out a lot of my sets as a kid and build more stuff with them, especially because I didn't have a lot of money to buy other sets. But for this one, I kind of wish I did for $6, but I didn't have this. I had the dual on Tatooine or what it was, with when you have Qui-Gon and Darth Maul, and you have them on the speeder. I had that set from this line. I remember that, but I did not have it. And I'm excited to build this. Like I said, it looks cute. It looks wonderful. And let's get to it. 62 pieces of pure happiness. This is by far one of the cutest, most simplest sets I've ever built, and I adore every second of it. Let's start off by just giving first impressions. Okay, so like I said, you have the Trade Federation brown, classic LEGO brown, with the sand tan, that's what I'm gonna call it. And you still have the dark stone gray, which we don't use, you know, dark bluish gray and light bluish gray don't exist yet. I don't believe so. Or maybe they do. Maybe that's kind of gray. Or maybe that's just a stone gray. But you have the dark stone gray and the normal stone gray. Maybe that's light bluish gray. Looks like stone gray to me. But damn, this is so wonderful and so simple. It's like when they designed it, it felt like not even like a LEGO master builder or designer or whatever you call them. I don't think they designed this. I think a child designed this. I think they outsourced it to somebody and they built it because it's such a simple, minimalistic design. It's wonderful. I love it. I have no problem with the new Vulture droids, especially when I have the Technic pieces here, so you can fold and close. I have no problem with them. I think they can do it better, but this to me is perfect. And if you're going to build an army of droids, this is the set that you need because it's cheap, it's so easy to build. You can probably make your own versions of it, which before I delve into this, just how simple this design is. This right here is a very old mock, I guess you would say, that I built a long time ago because I'd never had Vulture droids, but I had battle droids, had a shitload of battle droids. And this right here is a piece of my childhood, and it has actually like Mega Blocks on it. It's not even pure Lego. But this is what I build my Vulture droids. This is what I do. You can probably use a 2x2 slope piece instead of the 1x2 when I was a kid, but that's all I had. And I can make hundreds of these little bad boys with the collection I had, a little bucket of Legos. And building this reminded me a lot of building this. very simplistic. Like, I have patrol mode and have flight mode. You have patrol mode, patrol mode, you have flight mode. I mean, seriously, it's so simple. And that just shows you how simple it is, that my simple mock is just about almost completely accurate, except for how that changes when it comes to design-wise. Now let's get that out of the way. That being said, there isn't much to it. It does have the 2 modes here. Like you said, you have the patrol mode, which you see sometimes in the film, especially when Anakin goes into the hangar and he blows up the, main reactors or shield generators, whatnot it was for the Trade Federation ship, and then command ship, and then you pop these back up to flight mode. But when you do patrol mode, you can pop the head off, like so, with the Technic brick right here, and you just slide it on right here. So its head pops up. You know, it's not the best. It's simple. It's cute. I mean, look at that. It's just like you just slide it off, and yeah, that happens. And then when you go back to flight mode, you just pop that bad boy right back on. Now you got some engine work on here. Some more sand colors, more flat tile, not as studsy, but it gets studsy right there. And you have 6 printed pieces, 1, 2 on each side, which are really fucking cool. And honestly, these would probably look great in some other Star Wars sets if you're gonna make a mock or whatnot, especially for this style. You get printed eyes, which should be red, have some tint of red. I know the 2007 version eventually put the red on there, and from then on they started putting red on them. I wish I did that with a little hint of red to show the eyes. And you have I'm gonna take the head off, that generic 1999 Lego command piece, you know, keyboard or whatever that almost every Star Wars set probably had after that. But yeah, it's simple, it's cute, I love it. It definitely, I don't think this review is gonna go a lot longer than I think it should be, because honestly, like, there's not much to talk about it, but it's just, you can gush over it because it's like a little baby. For playability, you can swoosh this.
I've come to realize I have no idea what these sound like.
But other than that, it definitely is a wonderful little piece. Like I said, if you were to buy these years ago, it's a wonderful little army making piece. I highly recommend you doing it. You can, oh yeah, I forgot, turbo mode. And do turbo mode, which closes up the printed pieces, but why would you ever want to do the printed piece? Why would you ever want to cover that up with these awesome little things? Yeah, I got turbo mode. Definitely is the cockroach of Legos, because it's there's so many out there and they're kind of hard to kill, honestly. I mean, the most flimsy parts on here are these, the wings, because you got to take them off, and of course the head. But once you have it on that Technic brick, it doesn't come off. It's pretty stable, and you just, I like how I just said that and it comes off. Oh, the whole thing broke. All right, give me a second. Like I said, pure cockroach. You can't kill it. Here's instruction manuals in case anybody's interested. No minifigure, by the way, which is important because later on they always give us minifigures with these sets. I don't think the 2007 one had a minifigure for this one. I don't think you get a Valor Droid. But for most Hyena bombers, which, you know, and Vulture droids later on, when they come in the, when they change color schemes and they get that post Episode 2, Episode 3, Clone War blue, Separatist blue, you don't get this brown anymore for Trade Federation sadness. Those all come with minifigures, which I don't understand, because these are autonomous fighters. They don't need pilots. Duh, sorry. They don't need pilots. And for some odd reason, they keep giving us those. I guess people won't complain about minifigures, but I don't think every set needs minifigures. Unpopular opinion. This set doesn't need a minifigure. It is what it is. It looks great, and I think it's fine the way it is, and I don't think it needs one, because where are you going to fit it? I don't give a shit about fitting one in there. I know that in the lore, in the movies, it's autonomous, so I'm fine with it being what it is. So, definitely, no, don't need it. But anyway, back to these instructions. So, basically, your, you know, normal 90s instructions. I complained about this with the Super Battle Droid, that when they introduce some building steps, they do not rotate out pieces. They don't rotate them out, so you can't see what goes where sometimes, and it's really needed. A cool transformation. Glare on it. I really wish it did that. It doesn't though. It's very simple design, like I said, but it looks cool in turbo mode right there. And then just like the back of the box, you have that with the alternate build, which I'm not gonna attempt to do that. It looks cool. Maybe I should attempt it, but I really don't care to do it. But there's instructions for it. Well, let's set 711. The Droid Fighter, the Vulture Droid. Cute. I built it on a lunch break. Is how short of a build it was, and it was an ultimate de-stressor. And I recommend it for anybody to find them. They're cheap. You can get them on eBay. Well, don't get them on eBay. I think they're worse on eBay because people try to upsell them because they think it's $19.99 that they can upsell you for being a, you know, classic set. But honestly, you can go on Bricklink and buy these way cheaper. I bought 2 of them. I have one in the box and I have another one out of the box. This is obviously the one out of the box. I'm not gonna open that thing up. I know they're cheap, but I don't want to ruin the box. Box is really good condition. And I bought this for $16 used, probably 20 with shipping. And I would buy it again, and I'd buy it again because this thing is really cool. And if I built armies still, I would buy probably about 10 of these and have a fleet to go with my malevolence because this is awesome. I won't go with the normal. The color will not go with the normal Trade Federation blue now that they all come in, but for what it is and what set time and what time period it is in Star Wars, because this is Trade Federation is brown, it will fit everything like that, but it looks good. And that's all I can say about this set. Please go buy it. It's cute. You're gonna fall in love with it. Not so much this part. I do think they could have done that better. I do think they could have probably done the technic way they did with the 2014 version when it comes up like that. I think they should have done that a little bit better. I feel like they could have put extra pieces in there. Sold it for $8 probably, but buy it. All right, thanks for watching.